For latest updates, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon.
Welcome to JBS Academy Private Limited. On a positive note, currently, the COVID-19 pandemic catastrophe part 2 is on the decline. We hope that the third wave is not as severe as the current one. The nation is now getting braced up for the future eventualities. The Academy is covering important developments of the last week in respect of the Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, that is CBIC, Directorate General of Foreign Trade, that is DGFT, Reserve Bank of India, RBI, and Railways. Let us start with CBIC. The anti-dumping duty imposed under the notification dated 17th of February 2017 shall remain in force up to and inclusive of the 31st October 2021 unless revoked, suspended, or amended earlier. The hierarchy of the officers has been decided for taking decision and to ensure that no lapse occurs at any stage and approvals are not granted blindly. Remaining in the forefront of the fight against COVID-19, the CBIC has put in place the slew of detailed below measures. Between 15th May and 31st May, efforts will be made by the customs officials for clearing on priority all pending custom refunds as on 14th of May 2021. It will be closely monitored by the senior most customs officers. Two new authorities for Customs Authority for advance ruling at Delhi and Mumbai have been created, which will be effective from 4th of January 2021. The jurisdiction of both the authorities have been defined as below. Let us talk about the DGFT. The Ministry of Commerce has decided that the regional authorities, that is RAS, of DGFT will not insist on a valid RCMC from the applicant for any incentive or authorizations till 30th of September 2021, where the same have expired on or before 31st of March 2021. DGFT has introduced a new online module for filing of electronic paperless applications for export authorizations with effect from 17th of May 2021 as a part of revamping exporters and importers related IT services. All applications seeking export authorization for restricted items may apply online for navigating to the DGFT. Accordingly, applications for issuance as well as for amendment or a revalidation of export authorization will need to be submitted online as per the link provided. In order to address the surge in demand for oxygen, the central government has undertaken key measures to increase the availability, streamline the distribution, and strengthen the oxygen storage infrastructure in the country, such as increase in the production, imports, setting up of PSA plants, and procurement of oxygen concentrators. Nitrogen and argon tankers have been converted to make them available for oxygen tankers, which is being monitored on a real-time basis through digital tracking system. Medical infrastructure has been strengthened and general financial rules relaxed to fast-track the procurement of the critical applications. To fast-track the procurement of critical supplies, Commerce Minister has informed former Union Minister Sri Suresh Prabhu that the government was actively considering for early finalization of a remission of duties and taxes on exported products, commonly known to be a RoDTEP scheme, guidelines and remission rates for the export items. Reserve Bank of India. The Reserve Bank of India has appointed Sri Jose J. Katur as Executive Director with effect from 4th of May 2021. He will be looking after the human resources management, corporate strategy, Budget and Rajbhasha departments. Railways. Oxygen expresses deliver more than 7,115 metric tons of medical oxygen to the nation. Tamil Nadu will soon be receiving 80 metric tons of liquid medical oxygen. More than 3,900 metric ton liquid medical oxygen offloaded in the NCR region by Oxygen Express so far. Punjab gets 40 metric tons of a liquid medical oxygen through the Oxygen Expresses. Oxygen Expresses reach Uttarakhand, Karnataka, Maharashtra, MP, Haryana, Telangana, Rajasthan, Delhi and UP. So far, 407 metric ton has been offloaded in the Maharashtra, nearly 1,960 metric tons in UP, 361 metric tons in MP, 1,135 metric tons in Haryana, 188 metric tons in Telangana, 72 metric tons in Rajasthan, 120 metric tons in Karnataka, and more than 2,748 metric tons in Delhi. More than 5,735 metric tons of oxygen by 375 tankers delivered to Karnataka, Maharashtra, MP, Haryana, Telangana, Rajasthan, Delhi and UP. More than 90 oxygen expresses completed their journey. 2,093 metric tons has been offloaded in Maharashtra, 1,630 metric tons in UP, 340 metric tons in MP, 812 metric tons in Haryana, 123 metric tons in Telangana, 40 metric tons in Rajasthan, 120 metric tons in Karnataka, and more than 2,383 metric tons in Delhi has been delivered so far. Ports. India's largest container port, Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust, we call it to be the JNPT, has handled 4 medical grade oxygen filled cryogenic containers of 20 metric ton each with total quantity of 80 metric tons brought in from Jebel Ali and UAE. Civil aviation. Indore Airport transports Remdesivir injections to Gwalior, Dhana and Bhopal. 80 empty oxygen tankers transported from Indore Airport to Jamnagar, Surat and Raipur. Indore Airport plays key role in fight against COVID-19. Delivery of vaccines, injections, oxygen tankers and other medical supplies continue unhindered. All this is done to meet the severe pandemic crisis with a motto, Jeetega India, Harega COVID. Thank you very much. Keep on watching the next week. We will come back with more updates. Thank you.
For detailed learning on all logistics subjects, visit www.logiveda.com.